नहमदुहु व नुसल्लिहि अला रसूलिहिल करीम अम्मा बअद फ़अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम रब्बि इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली रब्बि ज़िदनी इल्मा। अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। How are you all? Hope doing well by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all of us united and may He produce ease for all of us. Ameen. And today just I'll give a brief introduction and a description of Arabic language, how it is. Briefly, not in a detailed way. Inshallah, we'll get into the details later. And please, I just want to make a humble request that never feel Arabic is very hard, because it's a very easy language, and in the Quran itself, Allah subhanahu wa taala told that surely it has made easy. Okay, so we need not worry. And inshallah, let me tell you first, Arabic language is a very condensed language. Condensed means, see, through Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is showing the whole lifestyle, the way of living a life, everything. But the Quran is very short book. It's not a very lengthy, huge number of pages. It's not like that. For example, see, if you want to write a letter, if you want to add some points, we'll just write it very lengthy and we require number of pages. But generally, a small letter requires a number of pages. Then if we want to show a person the whole way of life, how we can write once, just imagine. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through a small book, uh, we can count. It's not like uncountable also. We can count the lines, we can count the words, everything is, it's a quantified one. So it shows that it's not very lengthy. So it's a very condensed language. What is a condensed language? For example, I'll tell you, it doesn't require many words to make a sentence. Arabic language is a very condensed language. For example, see, Bismillah. Bismillah means in the name of Allah. If we know the be is preposition, then immediately be means in preposition. We can translate in ism means name, Allah, Bismillah. Whereas if in English we have to write in the name of Allah, but in Arabic simply Bismillah. That's all. It's a short language, condensed language. For example, anything, if I say, and how it changes, how can we know? Just we'll get scared if we see the Arabic script itself, because we doesn't know, we are not used to, we never listen it, we never speak it. So we feel we doesn't, if for example in English, if we hear word book, immediately the image of book comes into our mind and we doesn't get confused, because we are used to and we saw it, we hear it, everything happens. But we just know the Arabic letters and the recitation, we just know. Then how can we identify, how can we know the meanings? We'll worry. So let me tell you, Arabic words are made with root words. The root words, for example, book is there. Book means generally book, noun form. And if I have to tell he's writing, I can't use the same word book. I have to make different word. I have to use different word. Writing is the verb. He is the subject. He is writing. I have to tell. Okay, just book is different, writing is different, but the same in Arabic language. The book has a root word. For example, kataba. Kataba means to write. Okay, kataba. We learn that kataba means to write. Immediately, the three letters are used in different ways to make a sentence. That's all. For example, kataba. If you see kitabun, then it's a book. If we see yaktubu, the same kaf ta ba is being used. See, yaktubu, the simple ya is added. It means yaktubu means he is writing. Okay, taktubu means you are writing. Okay, just ya ta is changing. Ka ta bab to write. It's same. Can we make in English or in Urdu like that? We can't. It's a condensed language. So if we know the ka ta ba, that's all. To write, okay. Then how we can think, but we doesn't know which is verb, which is noun. How can we? Then for that we have rules. And rules, immediately by hearing the word rules, please don't get scared. We need not have very high depth grammatical knowledge, just simple whatever we learned in our school days, verbs, nouns, everything just enough. Even I don't have that much knowledge, but if just inshallah may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase it, day by day we'll have a good knowledge also inshallah. So don't worry. Another example I want to tell. For example, qala is there. If I know the root word qaf, alif, lam means to tell, immediately it changes. If order form, imperative form means tell, qul. If we have a rule how the order form is there, qul, immediately if we see in Quran, qul huwallahu ahad, qaf, alif, la, qala to tell, but the imperative form is there, qul means tell, order. Then how you can think what is imperative form? We have rules, inshallah. We take root words, and that root word inshallah we learn how it changes to imperative form, how it changes to verb, how it changes to noun, inshallah. So easily when we see that form, we can translate easily. If I say qul, that's imperative form, tell. If I say qala, that is past tense. He told, जैसा आप सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम हदीस, qala rasulullah, he told. Okay, you need not worry, inshallah we will learn how the root word and how it makes a verb, how it makes a noun. In this, we'll for example see here, qala to tell, qul tell, yaqulu, he is telling, yaqulu, taqulu, you are telling, qawlun, qawl, saying. That's all. We learn how a noun will be, how a verb will be, how the past tense will be, how a present tense will be. We'll learn this all. We'll take some root words, inshallah, and simultaneously we'll do the surahs which we recite in our salah, so that easily we can recall the meanings, inshallah. That's all. Please don't get scared, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy, and inshallah as soon as possible I'll upload the next video. I'll take some root words of a surah which is having, inshallah, then I will get into it, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.